Alright, Aquarius, my dog's been taken for a walk, I've meditated, I'm ready for your reading, January 2024. Let's see what we've got for you. That's a general reading. Please take it as it resonates for Aquarius, where we got Aquarius in your chart, dealing with an Aquarius, and we are looking at money, love, and success. Alright, and then we're going to end off with a message from your higher self to your soul for your success in life. Alright, we're going to start off with money. We're going to see what we got. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Alright, cards are hot and we are ready. So, strength energy, ace of swords, and the death card, death and rebirth energy. This is for money. You know what, Aquarius, your reading your readings are always so interesting. They're always like this very interesting twist that other energies don't take. So I can see that you have been building here on something really, really beautiful. You've been building for a while with money wise, but it's not like what you were doing was wrong. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's almost like, I don't know, it's like you were heading in a certain direction when it comes to money. You knew where you were heading, you knew what you wanted, you knew what you expected, but simultaneously you weren't really sure, you know. So it's almost like you found a way to make at least good money to be able to sustain yourself sufficiently and as independently as you'd like to be, until you actually get to a period where you yourself has got clarity about what it is that you actually want to do with your life. All right, not the worst way of going about things, not the worst way at all. But I really feel that you're getting that inspiration now, and I feel that you've been having it for a while, but it's almost like you needed to, I want to say, almost make peace with the direction that your life is heading in right now. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say that you made sacrifices, but it's almost like you're going in a direction which, or rather you've gone in a direction which is not ideally where you would have been wanting to head, but it's almost like you're beginning to see the perfection in life, like you're beginning to see how this might not be what you have seen for yourself. It's a little bit of an awakening moment where we realize that, well, maybe this is a better way. So I see you finding a lot of peace in that. I see you having quite beautiful ideas for the future. I actually really like the ideas that you have for the future, really incredible ideas that you have for the future going forward. And I can see that for many of you, you know, you're coming out of, I'm going to call it a period of great oppression, you know, really coming into the light, coming into, I would say coming into long-awaited potential, really, for yourself. That's what I'm going to call it. And this is all just still for money. So coming into a space of long-awaited potential. It's really like you just needed to find your feet there for a little while, you know. So you've been working on something, but you weren't fully ready to really go for it until you were ready to go for it. And I can see you pretty much leaving behind the past now. And it seems to me, it's really, really cool, because it seems you're very much in the moment. So when you look back at your past, it's, you know, you're grateful for it. It was a building block and all those type of things. But, and it's really, really cool when you sort of look back. But it's almost like when you look back at it, you really have that space where you almost have to wonder to yourself, was it all just a dream? Was it all just in your imagination? And if you have you only really woken up now, okay? I feel that in many ways, you are really waking up now. I do get a sense of a late bloomer, and I don't necessarily get that you're a late bloomer in the sense of age so specifically. It's more, I feel like it's almost like something that it's almost like it's a private inside sort of joke. You know, it's like like an inside sort of joke. All right, let's see what is that about. There's definitely a release of quite tremendous pain here. There's a lot of trauma that was around money here. It seems like somehow, whether you had a lot of money or the lack of it, there was extremities in money here. You could have had both at certain times. There's a lot of trauma wounds. So I see that for many of you, whether you stayed in a certain space, in a certain connection, in a certain situation, you know, whether you were fiercely independent, whether you were fiercely dependent, a lot of that had to do with a sense of knowing what you can do, but not yet being brave enough. And you are, and I can really say this with absolute conviction for you, my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius, you are you are ready now. Okay. And I tripped over the word Sagittarius there, but it could also be that, that amazing new moon that initiated on December the 12th with the 12/12 portal. It was in Sagittarius. It was a very, very, very playful almost sort of energy, but playful in a serious sense that maybe you were too serious about things. And I do remember in the previous reading that I did for you, which was for the rest of December, you can always go back and take a look at it. It did speak about how this period, with all this Mercury retrograde and Neptune went direct and all sorts of things that like Pluto's coming out of this long sort of like period of like since 2008 and things like that. You were just styling it like nobody's business. You really, really are. Efforts really, really paying off. Wonderful, wonderful support. And I see beautiful stability within money coming about for you. Okay. You may have the experience where it seems like things are really working out for you, especially in the first part of January, which is a bit of a challenging period for quite a lot of people. But for you, things are just working out. And the thing that I want you to remember, Aquarius, is that your energy, particularly, it's a very old soul energy, so it only makes sense for you to sort of reach things before other people sometimes do. You are sort of that forerunner in a sense. Okay, let's see what we've got for you around love. If you have already subscribed to my channel, Aquarius, I really appreciate it. If you have not yet, I would really, really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing, and please go ahead and like the video because it helps my channel to grow. I appreciate it. Okay, so I like this energy that I feel around you because it's light-hearted, it's jovial, it's not that serious, but it seems to be that beautiful balance that is so wonderfully beneficial for you, because it feels to me like previously you were very serious about things, but that seriousness itself was, again, it was more a way of coping where you weren't, I won't say that you weren't always consciously aware of. It's something that you could conveniently push below the surface of your conscious awareness sometimes, even though it was always sort of there. It's like when we play hide and seek with a cute toddler. Like we hide in a place, you kind of always know where they are. But it's almost like you had that sort of relationship with some of your patterns, not necessarily in the best sort of ways though. But you're definitely ready. It's not like you're just ready to move past it, like you have moved past it, maybe acclimating a bit still, but definitely move past it. For love, we've got the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So love may take you in many interesting directions. Many interesting sort of directions that you might be branching off into. It's almost like, this actually reminds me of Aquarius energy very much when I sort of do anything creative with an Aquarius, and I like people who can let their mind go in different directions. It feels very much like this, but it is all really very positively focused towards a very set outcome. Okay, I see a change in your finances. I see you beginning to do so much better, so much more independently, and because of that, you are giving yourself, in a sense, more freedom, more permission to actually feel and experience your emotions, which is why I feel that it could be that you maybe had some connections with other people before, more likely than not, but it feels like all of those situations were very safe connections. One can almost say that you would take what you would get sort of thing, but I think in a sense there was a deeper part of your being that did maybe know that this is not necessarily the sort of commitment that you want to make for the rest of your life. In so saying, there might be certain connections that are coming to an end here, or that have recently come to an end, and I do feel that is the best for both parties. All right? I feel that for any of those connections in the past, especially in the recent past, or one or two particular connections that might still feel very prevalent in your life, I feel that those were, those soul family members coming in that sort of like awaken you to certain things, but those were like shaping energies. They were never really meant to stay. Okay, it's almost like their mind wasn't thinking big enough for you. They may have wanted you to be the sort of the mold that the world sometimes expects us to be, and you were interested in the furthest thing from the mold. So the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers energy is clarifying that for you. Mercury energy, choice energy there with the Lovers. So yeah, you are definitely ready for love. You are definitely ready for more and new. But I feel that there might have been a sense of lack in your life, like almost on a personal level, maybe. And even though you're ready for love, I see that you're not closed off to it. You're open to it. But it's not necessarily a priority for you right now. It seems like your priority is more maybe experiencing the moment, especially if you have been in connections that have felt sort of conflicted and contrived. You might be more interested at this particular point in time in experiencing freedom, or I'd say more your sense of self in whatever way that may be. I see you being more interested in building stability. And because of that non-resistant energy, love can actually sort of sneak in the background or sneak in the back door, but not in a bad way, in a very cute sort of way, actually. All right, let's see the energy of success. Happy family life. Yep, love is definitely on the menu here for you. King of Cups and the Three of Wands. So whilst you might be in a space where, and this is quite interesting how energy can operate, so while you are in a space where you are feeling more free to explore and to be and to just be within the moment, and you are, I can sense that you are feeling a lot more open to explore. And if that means that that you don't go here, you don't put down roots, you go there and there and there. Because of that, everything is actually quite effortlessly coming to you, including success. Your ship is pretty much in the harbor. All right? Your ship is in the harbor. You want to know that. You want to accept that. Your ship is in the harbor, my beautiful Aquarius. Clarifying the energy of success, you've got the Two of Wands, Judgment energy, and the Queen of Cups. So you are still in the process of releasing. There might still be a few loose ends here and there that are loosening. But in essence, in general, overall, I see you becoming more successful. I see everything just working for you. The fear is not holding you back so much more. You are releasing without a lot of constraint. Your hard work is paying off. Very good reading. Very good reading. I like it. All right. Let's see what your higher self has got to say for your soul. All things really easing out for you. That's so beautiful. For those of you that might be interested in further studying, esoteric card reading, that sort of thing, do check out the links in my description for some of the courses that I have got. Some brand new beautiful offers over there for you. All right, past lives. Your hard work paying off, your efforts paying off, everything that you invest, the time, money, effort, everything paying off in such a positive way. What a beautiful thing for you to say yes to, my beautiful Aquarius. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so that is what I have. Thank you that I was able to share that beautiful message with you, my beautiful Aquarius. I look forward to connecting with you on your next reading. Ciao, ciao, ciao.